Good Morning America continues live from Times Square with Robin Roberts and George Stephanopoulos.
She's a friend of mine. We have a terrific hour ahead of us for you. We have Justin Timberlake and Andrew Garfield here live this morning to talk about their brand new movie. It is called The Social Network. It's all about Facebook, and we'll find out what it's like for these. In real life, they're friends, they're buds, but man, not on screen. They are adversaries, and it's a great new film that lots of people are talking about. So we're going to talk to both of them coming up.
Getting so much buzz this morning. Good morning, America. Justin Timberlake and Andrew Garfield stars the new movie, The Social Network. They join us live.
There is a brand new movie that's coming out. It's about the story, the people, the drama behind Facebook, the phenomenon of that. And we're delighted to have two of the stars of The Social Network here with us this morning. Give it up for Justin Timberlake and Andrew Garfield, ladies and gentlemen. And once they see the flick like I did, they're going to really be cheering, because I can understand now why there's so much buzz about this. And from the very first scene, you know that you're in for something special here. And what did you think, Justin, when it was a 162-page script was handed to you?
Sure. Well, when I first read the script, it was 162 pages, and for those of you that don't know, your average script is 108, I would say, and it read probably at the same speed that a script of 108 pages would read. It just flew right by, and I was mostly surprised, and I think people will be, it translates to the film, that you watch people talking in rooms for 2 hours and you're enthralled and riveted by this, the story behind this.
It's just a story. You think that you know the story, but then you see it. I love how you keep looking up at the screen and watching yourselves up there. And then even how you were walking, Eduardo, that's your character, one of the early investors of Facebook. But David Fincher, the director, is it true he had you all do take after take after take, hundreds of takes?
Yeah, like thousands of takes. No, that's an exaggeration. But you know, that's more exciting than hundreds. No, yeah, he gave us so much time and freedom to mess up. And I think, as you know, young actors who are still trying to figure out how to do the thing we're trying to do, it was extremely liberating, actually, and generous to be given that amount of time.
And he did also give you a little bit of freedom, like in this next scene that we're going to show. Your character, again, early investor, you're meeting this guy for the first time. He is the co-founder of...
Is that the scene?
Yeah, in the restaurant, when you meet him for the first time, and you're not quite seeing eye to eye on how to move what was then called the Facebook forward.
Sure.
Here it is, The Social Network.
You know what? Settle an argument for us. I say it's time to start making money from the Facebook, but Mark doesn't want advertising. Who's right?
Neither of you yet. The Facebook is cool. That's what it's got going for it.
Yeah.
You don't want to ruin it with ads because ads aren't cool.
Exactly.
It's like you're throwing the greatest party on campus and someone saying it's got to be over by 11.
That's exactly right.
You don't even know what the thing is yet.
That's exactly
how big it can get, how far it can go. This is no time to take your chips down. $1 million isn't cool. You know what's cool?
You? $1 billion. And that shut everybody up.
That would kind of silence the room a little bit. When the scene keeps playing on and you guys are meeting for the first time and you're having dinner and all that, it really looks like you all are having a blast. And I come to find out that you all were just going with the flow. There was no real script to that.
Oh, that was the only unscripted part of the movie, actually. So we lost our minds slightly, that we were able to think and speak. We
didn't know what to do with our hands or our feet or anything, because Fincher, there was nothing written for us to do. No, that's probably one of the, that was the only sort of montage in the film. That scene that you just saw continues, and there's a, there's a whole dinner.
And I heard the food was excellent that you all were eating.
It actually was delectable.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. That's good acting. That's good acting, Justin. Well, you play, and this has got to be just so ironic for you, Justin. Of course, we know you from your music, and here you are playing one of the co-founders of Napster, the controversial music sharing websites. Was that ironic for you to play his character?
I definitely saw a bit of irony in that, but for me personally,
Yeah.
you know, at the time that Napster came out, or it sort of hit the scene in a big way, I was probably 19 or 20, you know, the age that I would have been going to college had I not avoided that to try not to have a real job. But I found myself emotionally, I remember what it was like. I found myself emotionally actually identifying more with the defendants than the plaintiffs, being the record labels who were suing these college kids for downloading music. I probably would have done it myself.
No, are you serious?
No, you asked the question.
Yeah, that's right. You gave me the answer. That's it.
Sorry.
Nothing to be sorry about. You guys play real people, but you didn't meet them. Sometimes, was that on purpose that you didn't meet the characters that you're playing?
I couldn't. Eduardo is unavailable right now to any kind of communication outside of his friends and family, I think. In terms of discussing any aspects of this story, he had to sign a non-disclosure agreement. So, you know, he's under legal obligation to not say nothing. So, even if I did find him, he'd probably run a mile, and in fear of saying something he'd regret later. But yeah, we did. Yeah, the fact that these people were real and like living, breathing, flesh and blood, somewhere roaming this earth, created a great sense of responsibility. I think.
Yeah.
I think Justin shares that feeling with me.
And
Absolutely.
And I think it's great because then you're not mimicking somebody. You're bringing something totally different to the character.
Well, you know, I think we could have done that, but we wanted to not be lazy, and we actually wanted to do work as actors and really create characters. But it's also important to point out Aaron Sorkin, who wrote this fantastic screenplay, it literally did so much, an overwhelming amount of research on these characters, on these people, to write this story. So not only is his dialogue obviously witty and I could use 1,000 words to describe it, but also it's very concise, and the story is very concise from A to B to C to D. It's what happened. So I think we trusted that Aaron obviously has an enormous amount of integrity in his research and his writing.
It shows. Justin, Andrew, thank you. Thank you. It opens on Friday, The Social Network.